And we're back after an accidental 2-week break. We recorded last week, but unfortunately that's just going to have to go into the lost episodes. Comics came out.
If you ever want to come over and watch
it's just floating around there. It might be on the DVD whenever that comes out.
God, how horrible what DVD set would that be?
I've seen worse. What was the best thing? What was y'all's picks of the week? Out of curiosity, last week.
I have no
I think Fearless Defenders,
Uh-huh.
number 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final issue for that series. It was great. I miss it already.
What about Amazing X-Men? That seems like...
I think it probably was Amazing X-Men.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't know what
it was.
Because it was all.
Y'all recorded with TJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh,
know.
man.
TJ took your spot, dude.
He talked about DC.
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm glad that was lost then.
We love you,
Man,
TJ.
that's crazy. He doesn't watch these. I hope maybe he does. I think he does watch these, actually. Wow, that's crazy. TJ's pick of the week was probably...
Swamp Thing.
Something?
It was something.
Okay. Alright, I can see that. Now that that's getting to be a big old thing, Swamp Thing, I knew that it was good after Snyder left, I just never read it.
I'm waiting on the trade.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up
It'll
doing.
be another year or so.
Yeah, exactly. But oh well. We got some good stuff coming out this week. Got our nice little mounds. It's definitely Bat Week because DC Comics came out this week. But there are a lot of Bat books, but I guess we'll get to that later. Let's talk about our independent publishers with Mara and Image and IDW. And
she's got the good
so
stuff
on and
this
so
week.
forth.
Yeah, but I say, like...
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming out.
Image, way to go. Starting out with Chapter 4 out of 12 for All Out War. Brian said this is a little bit of a lull issue, but still a good one for Walking Dead fans.
There's one big thing that happens, but I'm certainly not going to spoil it.
So, check it out. And Star Wars, number 12 from Dark Horse.
You can't spoil that one.
I can't spoil it, but I just want to say, like, big things are happening for the Rebellion and for Leia. So, check that one out. Alex and Ada, number 2 from Image. And this is focusing a lot on whether or not Alex wants to keep his little robotic girlfriend. They have issues of, why purchase a girlfriend when you can meet one in real life? Is it real love? How awkward is it to have a robot lady hanging around for you? So it's a lot of interesting questions brought up during this issue.
Probably mentioned it when number 1 came out, but Futurama taught us how robot girlfriends are not good, even if they're Lucy Liu.
Number 5, Satellite Sam, as Michael continues to hunt down the ladies his dad met with when he was alive. It's still a rated M book.
Met with.
Met with in a biblical sense.
Yes, but on the cover.
Yeah, so just
It is a bug.
if you're worried about people picking this up at your house or something, maybe, slip it in a brown paper bag or something.
Should also worry about the back of Batman.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the last podcast. Too.
Yeah.
We also have number 2 of Drumheller from Image. I love the artwork in it. It's just so fun and kind of childish, but still conveys how ugly some of the spirit stuff is. But Drumheller is still hunting down what's going on with the bog lady, and it's just kind of one of those fun books from Image.
Drumheller. It doesn't look that fun. It's all Yuki.
Well, maybe you should read it.
Yeah, you should read it.
Issue 2, so it's still time to jump on. And finally this week, Morning Glories Trade 6. I haven't read it yet. Looks good. The thing about Morning Glories is it's best enjoyed in big chunks, where you can get as much of the story as you can. Reading it month to month will just frustrate you because you want the next issue quickly. So
That's all of Image.
all of Image, yes. So 6 volumes, pick up the first 5, and then this one. Alright.
That it?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh my goodness, I never picked that pick of the week this week. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Alright. Alright, first up, like I said, it is a big Bat week this week. Not that that's bad. Batman is awesome, and DC is for the most part doing it right. Except because the price on this one, and this is an awesome collection of comics from the Legend of the Dark Knight series. It's a 100-page spectacular, so you're probably getting. Well, you're probably
it's
getting
100 pages, so you are. Yeah. I mean, that is less than what you would get for 20 pages.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's an investment.
Your pick of the week is $4, and that's 22 pages.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good stuff, and especially the Harley Quinn story that's included in this.
I've read that one.
Yeah,
it is good.
It's really good. But yeah, you do have to. I wonder why. Just because they haven't done 100-page
That's how they're going to do those Legends of the Dark Knights now. They were doing them as
regular
really? Comics, and then they changed it to that for some reason.
Okay.
But you didn't mention they're the digital. That was the digital comics first.
Right.
Yeah. Comics.
So I mean, you got a large collection of some pretty good stuff in there. So it's if you have the means, we definitely recommend it. Next up, going a little bit lower in price, but still more than your average comic book, is Batman Black and White #4. Not sure this is the second to last issue. Maybe it says. Hold on. Maybe it says. It doesn't say. Not sure if it's 5 issues or 6 issues, but you're getting some good stuff with the Amanda Conner story. Cover. Amanda Conner cover. And you get some Mike Allred art, and I think Mike and Lee Allred both wrote that. Am I right? Yes. So you're getting some good stories out of that. So it's a good week for if you like your not continuity small story Batman. You got $15 to spend. I mean, you're looking at quite a hefty amount of collection of Bat stories that should keep you entertained. Moving on to the Bat family, we have issue 26 of Batgirl. It's been a little bit since we've had a normal Gail Simone Batgirl comic. 2 months or just 1 month? Because of
1 month. This storyline, the one storyline, there's been something in between every issue.
Yeah, so
some other tie-in. So last time it was 0 Hour or 0 Year, whatever they're calling it.
We're still on the running away from Commissioner Gordon wanted. So this is the conclusion. That was pretty exciting. So good, fun stuff in that issue. And finally, we have Keith Giffen's Justice League 3000. So that should be a lot of fun with like your future DC, if you're a fan of things like Batman Beyond and whatnot. It's not that it exists in that universe, but it definitely has a more sci-fi vibe to your comics that are already pretty sci-fi. So it should be a lot of fun there. And there's other great stuff from DC, but those are our highlights.
Those are your highlights.
Those
I would pick different comics if it was my highlights.
Well,
pick
Nightwing, Astro City, and things of that sort. But like I said, those are my highlights. As I was corrected, those are my highlights. Much like Brian's highlights in Marvel are not mine.
Sure.
Maybe, I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not.
First up, we got Cataclysm, the Ultimate Spider-Man, #2. Yeah, #2. Once again, this is just your regular, normal issue of Ultimate Spider-Man, but Galactus is there and he's hungry. So, he's smashing up New Jersey. Next up, we got Mighty Avengers. I think Spider-Hero in this one takes up Ronin's costume. And if you've been watching the internet, you know who that character is. But I don't think they've ever revealed it yet in the comic book. Then we got Nova 101, or, 11.
No, it's just 11.
But this is Gary Dugan's first issue. I haven't read it yet. Hopefully it'll be good. The story he did in 100 was pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be fine. And then we got some Ultimate X-Men. The girls go shopping. And, of course, horrible things ensue. If you notice, it's an Inhumanity tie-in, so there's some human action going on.
Are there any comic book stories where the guys go shopping?
No, guys don't go shopping.
Yeah.
They do.
They go shopping on Amazon or something.
They go shopping at Best Buy.
But basically, yeah, the story starts with Eva, or Tempest, however you want to call her. She comes in and like, dude, I have nothing to wear. We've been living in Weapon X facility. There's nothing. Nobody has anything to wear.
Which one is Tempest?
She's the Australian chick that could freeze time.
Freeze time.
Tempest. Get it? See.
Ah, okay.
And then Wolverine, number 12. I haven't really been talking about it much. It's pretty good. It's not amazing, but if you're reading your other X-Men comics and you're like, wait a minute, Wolverine doesn't have his powers anymore, this is where that's happening.
Yeah.
So this is the second to last part of Killable, and Wolverine does not have his powers in this one. So, and it looks like it's going to stick. So if you've been interested in that, this is the book where you're going to figure it out. And then last up, we got Wolverine X-Men 39. Wolverine is angry at S.H.I.E.L.D. and is smashing stuff. But at the same time, S.H.I.E.L.D. has got some kids undercover at the school, so wackiness is ensuing.
Well, does S.H.I.E.L.D. have some kids undercover, or does Dazzler?
I guess it could just be Dazzler working on her own.
Yeah.
That's Mystique, by the way.
Yeah, well... But
dude,
take the Mystique.
That's not a spoiler. You can't spoil things that are 3 months old.
Alright, fine.
But yeah, I guess it could be Mystique working on her own. But they think they're working for S.H.I.E.L.D., if nothing else.
Uh-oh.
Homework apparently is pretty awesome at the Jean Grey School, by the way.
I loved it when, I don't know if they still do it, but I used to follow Jean Grey School on Twitter, and they would tweet the daily announcements.
They don't do it anymore. It was cool.
It was awesome. Because sometimes Iceman would come in and take over the announcements.
Holy crap, Marvel trading cards are back?
They've always been doing Marvel trading cards, dude.
I'm ready to talk about my pick of the week.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's just watch Matt flip through comic books.
Yeah, okay.
Or
Okay with that.
we can talk about my pick of the week, which is Manifest Destiny number 2. I've never read anything by Chris Dingus or seen anything by Matthew Roberts, but I can say after 2 issues of Manifest Destiny, I love it. This is the true story of Lewis and Clark as they're traveling through the uninhabited lands of America and finding all these strange creatures that just don't make sense. There's a little bit of debate about what a centaur versus a minotaur is, and some creepiness on the last page. So be sure to pick up Manifest Destiny number 1 and 2.
Yeah, my pick of the week is Batman 26, just because it's awesome, and power has gone out in Gotham, and I am excited to see what kind of kookiness the Riddler's coming up with, and also that Batman villain that I can't remember his name from the 30s.
I was going to say, everything you just said about that comic book does not happen in the
Yeah, but the Batman villain from the 30s.
There is power, there's no Riddler, and it's Dr. Death.
Dr. Death, yeah. Well, I saw that's Riddlerish.
I mean, okay,
It's a
one
question
page
mark.
Gordon got a card from Riddler, but Riddler I don't think is in the comic book at all.
His presence is felt.
Are we
That
still
is
doing 0 year? Is this still 0 year?
Yep.
Is it a whole year long?
I think it is.
That's a weird question to ask, but
It is.
it should be addressed.
But I am surprised because it doesn't say 0 year on the cover.
That is weird,
That's
but it is definitely
part of
0
my
year.
confusion
Yeah.
there.
Go fig. Okay, still say that. My favorite thing about this comic book so far is it's a DC comic and it has this sweet advertisement for Lego Marvel in the middle. I love when stuff like that happens every once in a while, and it just happened there. So I think Warner Brothers puts out that game though, so they're able to do whatever they want within their own comic. So cool. All right. And what is your pick of the week?
All right, mine is Lazarus number 5. Series has been awesome by Greg Rucka and Michael Lark. And this one we get a little bit of flashback when she's a little girl, as you see there. And she's killing stuff.
She's so cool.
And she is badass. It's kind of dealing with the third subset of people that we haven't really talked about, which is what they call them, the waste. Yeah. So it's pretty interesting. If you've been reading it, you should keep enjoying it.
I do want to point out that I just discovered this today. I have a bad habit of skipping the letters page, mostly because just people writing in about their feelings. But the letters page...
Mark hates feelings.
Yeah, no, what in the world?
The letters page in Lazarus actually talks about the politics of the world that Rucka has set up and talking about. I mean, I just skimmed through it and I found out like why they only have one Lazarus and why, what goes into the Lazarus of each of these families. So it's actually quite useful information. Not a lot of feelings there.
It's a good book, though. If you're not buying it, you should go get the trade, which came out a couple weeks ago, and then buy this one.
And you'll be caught up.
Yep.
Yep. Cool. Well, is there anything else that Oh, I know. You remember how you found comics that you would have mentioned if you were talking about DC? Superior Foes of Spider-Man. That's one good
I
comic.
did that just to hurt you.
Yeah, you got me. It caught me late, but I did pick up on that. That's a good comic too.
It is a annoyingly good comic book because I don't want it to be good at all, but it is.
Is it because I'm the one that recommended it to you?
No, it's mostly just because it's a bunch of dumb characters I don't care about. But
That happens though.
I'm sure. No.
And that might be why you like it so much. And that's what you want
Perhaps.
to admit.
That's what happened with Hawkeye.
What do I not want to admit? I just said it's good. I just said it's annoying.
But you said it's annoyingly good, so I was just pointing out that hesitation. Yeah.
And Hawkeye's always been awesome.
Oh.
Not.
You are wrong. And both of you are wrong. Hawkeye's always been the best Avenger. Yeah, he has. Don't
Even in the movie?
No, not in the movie. But who cares about the movie? He's a totally different kind of movie. He's Ultimate Hawkeye in the movie. He's not
Good
cool
distinction.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Always the best Avenger?
He has always been my favorite Avenger. You saw I've got a Hawkeye statue.
I know.
It's
That's the
true.
only Avenger statue I have.
I'm trying
He
to
does.
find like a loophole. What about Thor? Thor's pretty sweet.
I hate Thor.
What about Wolverine?
Alright, Wolverine.
Yeah.
He's more associated with X-Men than he is
Yes, I don't
Avengers.
consider him quite an Avenger. But, I mean, if you're going to throw Wolverine in, okay. He's my favorite, but he's not an Avenger.
Think about where he sided on Avengers versus X-Men. He's kind of like going.
He didn't really side on anyone's side.
He just wanted to kill Hope.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No. Now I figured out some stuff about all of us. All right. Let's wrap it up.
Well, one thing, speaking of Wolverine, and since we're not going to do it now.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're anywhere near Bentonville, Arkansas this weekend,
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's going to do a signing at Walmart. Which
The
just seems
neighborhood
completely
market.
Walmart,
weird
yeah,
and random.
Walmart neighborhood market, yes.
So now that you're not going to be in line in front of me, you should go.
Yeah.
Bring canned goods.
Yeah, that's the one thing. You have to bring canned goods, which I assume you can just pick up when you're at the
And I
neighborhood
don't know
market.
that it said you had to.
Think
It
about
just suggested it.
families out there, government shut down, affecting food banks and things like
Are you
that.
going to face Wolverine after he told you to bring canned
Wolverine
food?
didn't tell me nothing. And I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I know, it's a bummer. I was kind of looking forward to going, but oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. Alright, well, I guess that's it for this week. Brian, where are we located?
Conway Comics in Conway, Arkansas, 255 Ferris Road, right behind good old UCA.
Good old UCA. Alright, guys.
TJ did exactly that, by the way.
What?
Everything that you just said, he said exactly the same way that you always do it.
Yeah, but you did it better.
I don't know. He was a little more enthusiastic about it than you are.
It's been a long week. It's you'll see me a lot happier next week. It's just that week where, as a teacher that's still in grad school, it's the week that you kind of want to like rethink your entire career, and just maybe run away to
Blah,
Fiji.
blah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares, but people who care about their comics though. So we're gonna let you go and read your comics and pick up your comics. So. From Nerdspan.com, I'm Matt Wood.
I'm Mara Wood.
And I'm Brian Keown.
And we will see you next week. Enjoy.